As we move forward, let us discuss with you the nature of the aftermath, to be witnessed by all who are to be here for that moment in time. As this comes to fruition, you will be well advised to march forward with yourself under all circumstances presented to you. At the outset, we hold on to things from the past indeed. At this time, however, very little is left to do that with. At the outset too, by all means consider yourself to be able to comprehend the nature of all that just occurred, because none about you may be able to do so. At this time also, befriend those you can, without interrupting those situations within which you are located, to do better for yourself. Do not do this, as much can come down in the aftermath to consider itself trustworthy when it's not. Be on guard for this. As all is coming forward, it avails you implicitly to designate someone, within which you trust, to complete within themselves at this time. In other words, take stride in presenting that which you know to be accurate and true to yourself and others. Do not let them go off, covered with muck and mire disguised as fortitude of purpose. This does not bode well to those who try, inevitably so. At the outset too, let it be known the difficulty seen before you in terms of convalescing institutes to reform. It is not possible, and we say this perturbed in only one way. To see this is effortless, to understand why it's happening is distressful in and of itself. However, both are needed and necessary to ensure the people of Earth have a different scenario available to them, to comply with their own needs and wishes. It is here the crux of the issue begins, for long ago it was seen destitute reactions abound when placed in transitions such as these. Aforementioned cases of abuse are no longer tolerated, and that can be seen from above, and that marks supreme advantage over all seen in today's world. Aforementioned ideas of complacency no longer exist, for who is there to follow and obey when all has succumbed to the tragedy at hand? No one in particular, however. There are those in the aftermath who so desire care and participation in that which amounts to nothing in the interim. These folks, left alone to their own desires, flinch not at the prospect of being in love with their own caretaker one more time, and it is theirs for the asking. This is seen here clearly as well. So we tell you, in the aftermath of all things gone awry, take care that you know and understand the reasons behind it all. It will not do to consider yourself with wisdom, when all fails before you. Take time to understand, and grow beyond the necessities of dual ownership of everything in sight. Bring yourself around to discuss within yourself the ramifications of such behavior when more of it is actually needed. We say this to you instead. Take heart, for you know one day all will be well once more, for yourself and others who decide the world is big enough for all to encounter themselves. At this time also be aware, completely aware of yourself and others. It is here all truth lies, within you, at the core of your being. It is here you must look to designate within, the structures necessary to flourish one more time, in spite of all that has occurred. You will be better off to leave yourself alone, unattended with nothing in sight, rather than predispose yourself to a complying force, placed upon you at large, one more sanctifying time. It is here you must avoid your life whenever possible, for you do not know the consequences awaiting those who do. Leave them alone. At the outset, we see them crossing the road they have made for themselves, and must be left alone, until that time when awareness has dawned within, and they understand what has been done for and against them, prevails one more time. It is here all souls are lost for the ability to communicate freely within, and we see that occurring much too frequently in their own measure. At this time, however, we take pride in asserting what we know, for to come on the advent of utter destruction marks a hallmark in the lives of men, and it is cherished throughout the ages as that which counts when the time got rough one more time. It is here we see you all participating, and know, for a fact, how it will all turn out.